This podcast is powered by The Plug, The Connect, The Graffiti. Okay, good, dear friend.
Hi, friend.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Michélyn Johnson.
Johnson Gang here.
Right, Johnson Gang heavy. Rise 5280 in the building.
My baby.
How are you?
I'm tired.
Word. That's honest. That's honest.
I'm tired, but truly blessed.
Yeah.
A lot of things in my life are coming together how I envisioned, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, my favorite question is, how's your mentals? You mentally?
Man, I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned to condition by keep moving, which is not healthy. My therapy is a little different. I hop on flights and I go.
Hey.
But, you know, I could do better.
Yeah, I get that. That's honesty. I appreciate the honesty because everybody be like, yeah, I'm cool.
Like, okay.
All right. For sure. For the people that don't know who you are, let them know who you are, what you do.
Yeah, Michélyn Johnson from Park Hill. Hillbilly in the house.
Put that in there for sure.
Hillbilly in the house. I have my own nonprofit that's co-founded with my friend Tiffany Wedgeworth in 2016 as a community service project. We went through ULF, 10-month program, you know what it is. And part of graduating was doing a community service project. So ours was a summer program for youth at the time, which is still relevant now. It was a lot of youth violence. And so we wanted to give them a platform to do something else. So during the summer, we ran different programs and provided mentorship, teaching them things like financial literacy, what they can do for post-secondary readiness. Taught them a lot of things like relationships, sex ed, things that you don't even learn in school anymore.
Right.
We did community service projects with them, planting trees, mulching trees, cleaning up neighborhoods. And then at the end of the program, we took them on a HBCU tour.
Nice.
And so at that time, we had 25 kids in the program, and 11 of them went on the tour. And so they loved it, community loved it, and that summer program, just for graduation, turned into a year-long program.
Got it.
And hasn't stopped.
Got it.
So our biggest tour, we took 87 kids. That was last 2020, was it 22? We went to the Bayou Classic and took them to the Battle of the Bands Plantation Tour and 8 different HBCUs. 2 bus loads of kids. It was fun. Had 20 chaperones, 8 days gone, and I've learned 45 is my number.
Word. Word.
It was a lot of fun, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to do 87 kids again.
Yeah, so 87 kids.
High school kids, not just like kids, high school kids.
Okay, so there's a few different ways, but I think I'll start here. First of all, the planning of that. What goes into planning to take 87 high school kids somewhere?
So I think that's a problem. I need to learn how to let go because I plan everything.
Got it.
Chevy Lowe, who works very close with me, she does arrange the hotels, but everything else I do, and I need to let it go so I can
Start
do other
delegating.
things. Yeah, but I think because I've been doing it so long, I have a system to get it done, and I don't know, I guess I just don't want to teach anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think they can do what I do, but, you know, it's not easy.
It gets done for a reason.
Yeah, I make it look easy.
Outside of the planning, just kind of arranging that. So you gotta get, like you said, the buses, rooms. You gotta
Food.
work with these kids, children, work with the kids themselves. Just kind of just outline that experience for me. What does that look like? Because it sounds like a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. So outside of just, logistical stuff, we also, for instance, taking them to the Bayou Classic, making sure 45 to 87 kids are safe while we're watching the game or doing the Battle of the Bands, taking them to museums, just cultural experiences, planning that, getting confirmations. I think the hardest part really is getting confirmations from HBCUs to come on their campuses.
Right.
Some of them are wide open arms, like, yes, come on, because we want to create a partnership with you. Others are like not answering the phone at all. And that could be annoying, but to understand how to navigate that, because you can't just tell me, no, I'm going to come.
Right.
The only reason why I'm not going to come is if you literally have a spring break or something. But if you're just saying, oh, yeah, we just don't do tours on this day, well, I'm coming.
Yeah. I'm pulling up anyway.
I'm going to pull up anyway, and it's not about you. They think it's about them, and, we already have a long list of kids on the wait list. That's fine. We're coming from Denver, Colorado. I'm trying to give our kids an experience. So even if you don't want to invest your time in them, I'm investing my time just to show them something new. And if that means I have to pull up and your security's going to look at me crazy, that's fine.
Right.
We're going to have a conversation and they're going to still let me on the campus. So
it's bigger than that.
Right.
Right.
So we do, wraparound services with helping kids understand scholarship timelines, deadlines, when they need to be applying for scholarships, helping them with their college applications, their personal statements. We do have internship programs, paid ones in the summertime, which if you're interested, we should partner on that for kids who want to do podcasting, so we can have them work with you and we'll pay them. A lot of things. And then, even that health and wellness piece and having mentorship, because, I say I'm okay-ish and I catch flights. These kids, they don't know how to communicate their feelings and communicate what's going on in their life, whether it's, school, family, friends. So being that person to help them and having a team of people that we can put kids to, depending on who they are as a person.
Right. That's the important piece. So, as somebody that deals with kids and has hella kids. And,
we have hella kids.
Collectively, we probably got like a whole team. Yeah, a whole squad, a whole league.
A bunch of Johnsons running around.
Yeah. I think for me, when I see what you guys do, I think that's what stands out the most is we know kids and we know the various levels of emotions and just how some react to certain things and some don't.
Yep.
And then with a lot of these situations, it's, kids that might not have the financial, the opportunity to pursue these things without a little help from the community.
Right.
So just talking about that side and just kind of how, I don't know, just the purpose part of it, and actually dealing with these children.
Yeah, the purpose is because, they're our next generation. You know what I mean? We're trying to get these old people out of governmental places that our kids should be running and preparing them for that, right? So partnership's big for me. So we have Kids Above Everything, Athletics and Beyond, Faith Bridge, Struggle of Love, McBride Impact, community, period, is meaningful because we all deal with the same kids. Our kids cross over from program to program. So all of us making sure that they are prepared for what the world looks like. Because, sometimes our parents aren't available to navigate that space. That's why we're here. It takes a village. But that's the purpose. Just, we have to change the world, and it's with our kids. And if we're not investing in them, then we might as well just call it a wrap.
Absolutely. So talking about those partners in that community, somebody's listening to this right now and they're like, oh, I want to support that, or how can I help, or how can I chaperone? Like, what is the process for that?
I do greatly appreciate everybody who wants to chaperone, but like how you said, the ones that I really have on my tours, for one, work with kids every day, right?
For sure.
I don't allow parents, if your kids come in, unless you're already working with me and your kid happens to come, but I don't allow parents on my tours at all, because your kid's going to go to college or start their own business or go do a trade without you. But the people that I look for to be a chaperone work with kids, understand. They might be in the field of therapy for kids, might be a psychologist, might be like Dane, who's on my board, has Kids Above Everything, or Jason. I have a pretty solid team of chaperones, so it's not really that easy to be one of my chaperones.
Right.
But I mean, if an opening does come, that's what I look for being background checked and really just working with kids. You just can't come and just think you're going to come on a vacation.
Yeah.
Because it's not a vacation.
Yeah.
We're literally up. If it's 8 days, 8 days. If it's 6 days, it's 6 days. So there's no rest for us. I forgot the other question.
As far as just supporting.
Yeah. So you can find us on Facebook at Rise 5280, Instagram Rise 5280. Our email is rise528 or info@rise5280.org. And just Rise 5280 everything. Our YouTube page, which we're trying to pop off with our podcast and stuff. Rise 5280.
For sure. So you go on these tours. Okay, there's the educational, there's the emotional point and all that, but there's the fun piece too.
Yeah.
You see in the Battle of the Bands and all that. What are some of your favorite memories or some of the favorite moments from actually going on these tours?
My favorite, of course, my favorite is going to the Battle of Bands. It's a great time, and to see the kids' faces when they're like, "Oh my God, look at all these Black people! So many Black people," and I love it. Greatest memory was when we went to Clark, and most of my seniors hadn't even applied to Clark yet, so they gave them time. They applied, they went through their stuff right while we were on campus and accepted 13 kids on the spot. So being able to see kids getting college acceptances in real time is just super dope. We're in our third year of college graduates.
Nice.
So having parents reaching out to me like, oh my God, I remember my kid went on your tour. She just graduated. Or having some of my graduates come back to help with programming. Like, that's what's warming my heart now because it's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Like seeing kids leaving from, Grambling. My nephew, he graduates this year. It's a beautiful thing because I know one day I'm going to be able to just sit down and they're going to be running it. And I just have to get on a plane and pop up and say hi.
To know that you help contribute to that and help build that, that's something special.
That's what I look forward to.
Man, I always say one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't go to a HBCU.
That's the only reason why I did it. Well, I wouldn't say the only reason, but that's my biggest regret too.
Not going? Yeah, that's one of the things I really wish I did in life. So I don't press that on my kids, but I try to like lean them that way
and let them experience though, because I feel like if I would have went on a tour at my age, I wouldn't have had a kid at 16. I wouldn't have been gang banging, drug dealing, getting kicked out of school as a sophomore. I would have been like, I'm going to college.
Like, so I think that experience is just opening people's eyes to that. Even as a grown man, like I'll travel and be like, damn, I missed out on a lot in life. So that's one of the things, and I think it being specifically a HBCU. Especially, I mean, we live in Colorado.
Right, Wakanda.
We live in the prime effect right now. So it's kind of a bit of a challenge to, express how important the HBCU is here. So I think just opening their eyes to seeing, for one, all them black folks is...
It's amazing. I love it. I love it. And I love they love it too. Like, you have to definitely come on a tour so you can just see it. Hopefully your son comes this spring.
I'm going to put it in his ear a little bit more. So speaking of that, this spring, what's up? What you got next? What's the next tour?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Yeah, pull the flyer
And they always, man, I'll be like, the tours always blend. So I never can remember until it's time to go. So we're starting off in Tennessee. So we'll be going to Fisk, TSU, and then it just goes. It's so small, I can't read it. But we hit Kentucky State University. We hit, what is it?
All of them.
All of them. Simmons College of Kentucky. Then we're at Central State, Wilberforce University, Bowie, and University of Maryland Eastern Shore just got back to me that they will be on.
And this is all in 8 days, you said?
This one's 6.
Okay.
Yeah, because we...
That's nonstop.
Yeah, no, there's no stopping. They don't get to rest.
Yeah.
So we just have to pick another school. So we'll probably either hit Howard up again or Morgan State. But outside of that, we take them, we'll go to the museum again. Because as I'm seeing kids enroll, it's a lot of new kids. I do get repeats, but I love when I don't know a name. When I get the registration, I'm like, yeah, this is dope. Because I have kids who've been on it, 3-4 times, and now they're little ambassadors. Like I just tell them, hey, I need you to go hand these room keys out. I need you to go do this because they know enough. But yeah, I want to, one place, that's why we need to connect. We're going to go to Sycamore Oaks in D.C. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I have not.
It's what they try to do with the Park Hill Golf Course, right?
Got it.
So nothing but black business.
Yeah, and it's made out of like actual oak or something like that. Yeah.
And they have, retail space. They have all black food vendors. They have shows there like every day. It's dope. We had a great time over the summer when Dane took his group, Big Homies. Yeah. We had like
shouts
20
to Big
boys.
Homies. I'm one of Big Homies.
Yep. Big Homies. I love Big Homies.
Yeah.
But yeah, that place too, just so kids can see how they made a space that was like a lot of gang activity, and they turned that around into a space for black businesses.
Right.
And, teaching that entrepreneurship. So.
And literally built it. So
built it, yes. So that is super dope. I can't wait to take them there. We're gonna do that instead of go look at all the statues. Like the statues are fun, but we'll do a bus tour of that. We're not walking that. I'm not walking that. It's a long walk.
That's dope, man. We appreciate what you're doing for these kids and just that experience that you're providing them. So, final question: you can go back. You could talk to a young Michélyn out here running these streets. You know what I mean? Getting active. What would you say to her?
I would have told myself, because I started at George, and between George and East, I like them both, but I started there, and I would have told myself, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing basketball, keep running track, and keep your head straight. Like, I felt like I didn't fit in, but that was just my feelings when I actually did. But for me, it was like a different level of fitting in.
Got it.
And that's why I left. But yeah, younger Michélyn would have tapped in, to who I am and my purpose, and I would have went to HBCU. I would have did all the things. Like when my sisters I have 4 sisters, all of them went to HBCUs. And so when the twins were at Hampton, I was at Hampton so much they thought I went there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, mind your business. I'm just here. No, I don't go here, but whatever. But yeah, I would have just told myself to just keep being great and listen to those who were telling you that.
For sure. Keep being great. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate you.
It's always good. You know what I mean? Like it's weird sometimes, like when I'm trying to like do the thing with people I know, but this is cool.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you letting me come on here. It's been great.
Rise 5280. Y'all check that out. Rise 5280 on everything. Look it up. Let your kids know if they want to go check out HBCUs or don't even ask them. Just tell them.
Just tell them. Just send them. Just send them. Let them see something new because it's dope.
It's dope.
It's a dope experience.
Word up. Let's connect. Graffiti out.